Norbert Kunz says he really likes being in Berlin. The German capital is constantly reinventing itself, and that's something he can relate to. Pinpointing what motivates him isn't that easy, but one thing that drives Kunz is the search for solutions to some of society's most pressing problems. He wants to help those without a voice, young unemployed people, for example. Today, politicians and bankers listen to what he has to say, but that wasn't always the case.
It was a long road, especially when I think about how 10 years ago I was more or less thrown out of people's offices sometimes. To them, it seemed like too much trouble, or even irresponsible, to give young or disadvantaged people a way to start their own businesses. The decision makers were skeptical. They thought it was far too risky.
Today, those same decision makers are working with Kunz. After all, they share a common interest, getting as many people back to work as soon as possible. In the beginning, Kunz's enterprise was a two-person operation. Today, he employs a staff of 30.
I've been interested in economic policies since I was 15. Even during high school, I had the chance to study economics. They had that subject at my school. I focused on that at the time. It's always interested me, because I think that the economy is what makes the world go round.
But that meant more than just drawing up business plans. Kunz is a good listener, and someone who's able to put himself in another person's shoes. His first clients were friends, with plenty of ideas but little money to make them happen. Kunz helped them found their own company. The firm produces products like this neck pillow.
Can you use it on the plane? Sometimes I need a pillow.
Yes, they're very good for planes. It doesn't count as a liquid. For us, it was clear from the very beginning that 10 friends with 4 to 5 different business ideas would get nowhere by approaching normal banks.
One of the main ideas was the Leschi. We created a website which still exists and which one of us will keep up and running. Then there was the breakdancing festival you worked on.
Right, the world's first breakdancing championships for women.
We had to sort out all the different business ideas and then complete a risk assessment for each one. I think it was crucial that we set it up in such a way as to ensure that the risks associated with certain parts of the business didn't affect other areas. It worked out well. Today, the Leschi isn't just famous around Germany, but also around the world.
Leschi was a winning idea. But Kunz doesn't advise people to move forward with a business venture if he's not won over by their concept. His company also helps people with disabilities get their start in the business world. Hakan Ayrilmaz had a brain hemorrhage when he was 16 years old. It left him with impaired vision. He's also paralyzed on his left side. With the help of Kunz and his team of advisors, he's launched his own online shop selling mobile phones.
The online trading idea certainly isn't as risky, because you don't have to invest a lot of money in renting a shop and so on. I have an office in my apartment, and I didn't take any major risks.
Still, it takes courage to start a business. Ayrilmaz has found his niche. He's been running his online shop since 2006. Norbert Kunz works a lot, but he also spends plenty of time with his children.
So, was hast du eine Hausaufgabe aufzeichnen?
Ich mach die weiter.
Zeig mir mal, was du.
He regularly helps 8-year-old Konstantin with his homework, and with his eldest child, he spends time on the football field as a coach.
Hi. Habt ihr euch heute auch noch nicht gesehen? Habt ihr euch heute auch noch nicht gesehen?
Kunz isn't the kind of boss who works around the clock or thinks things can't continue without him.
Hey, super!
His company's office allows young entrepreneurs to rent workspace. People from around Europe visit Kunz to pitch their projects. And all of those ideas are focused on making the world a better place. This man is interested in promoting more equality in Turkey.
On the map, well, the map makes the project look more complicated than it.
And this young man from the UK is explaining his idea to Kunz. He wants to create an international award for people doing social work, because the field lacks young positive role models. Kunz agrees, saying that social entrepreneurs don't get enough attention.
The Oscar for young leaders.
The Oscar for young leaders. I really like that idea because it's very similar to what we've been doing in recent years. Namely, motivating young people and encouraging them to set up their own businesses and take on social responsibility.
With his help, some 2,500 people in and around Berlin have been able to set up their own companies. 70% of them have proved successful, something Norbert Kunz is justifiably proud of.